Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on War for Cybertron Siege Battle Patrol, which consists of Topshot and Flak. Now, I seem to just be collecting the War for Cybertron Micromasters non-stop at this rate, and honestly, I'm kind of got a guilty pleasure for these guys. Like, yeah, a lot of them are kind of mids, aka the car ones, but the non-car ones are honestly pretty cool. Like these two, for example. So, looking at the box of these two, well, of course, we've got the standard Siege Micromaster and Battlemaster style of packaging. So we got Topshot and Flak right there in the vehicle mode, just firing at something. Of course, we got their names right there. Of course, with the Siege logo right there. Back, got them in both modes. And of course, we got that gun mode being held by Sideswipe. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. And yeah, these two are pretty much, well, because the patrol name says, these are the Battle Patrol, so these are little artillery vehicles. So we've got Topshot here, who's a little, I guess, artillery vehicle. And we've got Flak, who's a freaking missile tank. Like, remember Universe Drop Shot? This is like a little tiny version of that. So, yeah. Now, looking at both figures individually, let's start off with Topshot, or Big Shot, if you will. I know all the Deltarune fans are going to have a freaking heart attack hearing that name, but yes, back in the G1 days, this guy was called Big Shot. And now he's called Topshot, which honestly, that's an inferior name. Big Shot is a way cooler name, and I'm not just saying that because of Deltarune bias. But looking at the actual vehicle here, well, I'm not really sure what you call this kind of vehicle. It's a little, I guess, truck with a little cannon on the back. You can see that it's got like two wheels that roll and one fake wheel. Of course, got the actual cannon, which can take a blast effect. Like so. And the underneath is pretty much most of the robot modes. So, yeah. And if we put this guy next to the original Big Shot figure, well, they did a really good job just replicating how he's meant to look. I mean, the cannon is definitely much smaller, but still, pretty good job. So, yeah. Now moving on to Flak. If I can find him, there he is. I think Flak is definitely my favorite out of the two. Because, I mean, it's like a little baby version of Drop Shot. So, of course, we got the little cannons there, which can these take blast effects? Yes, they can! That's amazing. These can also take blast effects. But yeah, not really much to say. You can pretty much see how it transforms. These are going to be the legs, but yeah, not really much to say here. At least the robot mode does a better job of concealing itself, but eh. And yeah, if we do a comparison with G1 Flak, well, honestly, that's actually a pretty good recreation of the original figure. I mean, I think there's some added white on the side, but hey, it's a matter of detailing. So, yeah, that's Honestly, I think that's probably one of the better recreations of the G1 Micromaster, because, I mean, at least they didn't circumcise him like they did with Topshot. So, yeah. Now, putting these two together, well, of course, we have the gun mode to look at. And to do that, well, I'm just going to take what's going to be the legs, just turn this around. Oh, that's actually a complaint I have. The ball joints keep coming off on Topshot. We just want to spin the waist on Topshot, then actually reattach the ball joints. There we go. And it just came off again. So yeah, you want to have the waist spun around like so. Then just lift this down so it just becomes the handle. Then the flak, we just move this down. Move the legs down so this forms the barrel. And then, if I remember correctly, we actually moved this up. So what we do here, just smush these together. So this is meant to go into these little bits here. And now we have this, I guess a gun? Okay then. I mean, Topshot's head is actually visible, but yeah, if anything, this is just Flak and Topshot standing on top of each other, but I mean, okay, go off, I guess. As we just get a figure for these two to wield. Let's bring in Hound in the previous review. So, just have this go into his hand. And yes, this is sort of weigh him down, but... So here we have the gun mode, and sure, okay. Honestly, I feel like this is one of the weaker of the gun modes, like... Sure, direct hit and power punch with the, like that was just the vehicle mode, just turning upside down, but at least the head wasn't showing. So yeah, a bit poopy there, pardon my French. Probably just get these guys back into their vehicle modes. There we go. And you can see what I mean by having to turn the waist on this guy. And yeah, Topshot just refuses to transform without a ball joint popping off. So let's move on to the actual transformations. So to start off with Topshot, I'm just going to spin this around just so we can get these out of the way so we can spin the legs around. And these will form heels, these little gray sections. Split the legs. Then we'll just spin this back around. Take the shoulders and move them down. So that's Topshot. Then with Flak, we're just going to take the little missile sections, spin those around to form his feet. Take the front of the tank and move that to the back. Then just get his head out. There we go. And here we have the two in robot modes. And yeah, again, quite simple transformations because, well, they're Micromasters. And just having a quick 360. Again, I feel Flak's the better looking of the two. But just looking at Topshot by himself, We can sort of see his face right there. Don't know what he's frowning about. Maybe because he's all... It's basically that one meme. What's wrong with you? Why are you blue? But well, if you want to, you can spin this around and just can form a little cannon over his head. And that's what I like to do. Because it kind of helps arm him up. Like so. And yeah, really bad articulation is the arms and the legs. Like so. And they're all on ball joints. And for Flak, well, at least his face looks a bit better, in my opinion. So again, arms are on ball joints. He can kick forward, he can kick back. Not really much to say there. So let's move on to seeing how these guys look next to their G1 counterparts. I'll spin this around to the mic again, just make this a bit easier. So, comparing Topshot next to Big Shot, well, they did a pretty good job of replicating how he's meant to look. I mean, yeah, there's no screw in his chest anymore, and something I forgot to mention, the wheels are now brown instead of black, but still, pretty accurate recreation, I must say. So, yeah. And for Flak, again, really accurate. Although I think they've changed the color of the chest and the legs from cream color to gray, which, honestly, I think that's a good change. It's a much better looking color in my opinion. But again, really accurate figure, even to the point where the arms are pretty much the tank treads. So, yeah. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about these two. So, my complaints on these two, pretty much only two complaints. One is my main complaint. The ball joints on Topshot keep coming off when you're trying to get this guy transformed. Mainly into the gun mode, which leads into my second complaint. I don't like the gun mode. Like, yeah, most of the gun modes and the Micromasters are kind of poopy. But, like, this one literally had Topshot's head just peeking out of the front. So, yeah. But, honestly, this guy's legs is definitely a bigger complaint. But, well, do I recommend these guys? Honestly, I recommend it just for Flak alone, because this guy is really good. Like, this is just a really good Micromaster overall, and I know it's never gonna happen, but I hope this guy gets a full size figure one day, like maybe just as a deluxe. I just think that would be cool. But yeah, I doubt that's ever gonna happen, but it would be cool. But yeah, for me, Topshot's the real letdown of the set, and it's a shame too, because this guy was retooled into Red Hot. And I think that's the one set, Stick on Red Hot, that shelf warmed so badly that they decided, you know what, maybe let's not do the Micromasters anymore. So, yeah. So, like, we got one good Micromaster and one Micromaster. I honestly recommend it just for this guy. So, yeah. So, this has been my review on Topshot and Flak. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.